welcome you again. I haven't seen some of you guys in a while, right? Because you were absent on Monday, right? You were absent on Monday, and I miss your smiley faces. Not that I don't love everybody, but you know. So we're going to talk about the fourth yama, and one of the things that I want you to understand, and I'm going to reiterate this over and over, is that you cannot have one yama without having all of them. And you cannot violate one yama, because by the simple act of violating one yama, you violate all of them. And that's really, really important for you guys to see. I'm going to read this to you. And it's about the fourth yama. We practice brahmacharya as we consciously choose to use our life force, okay? Especially the energy of sexuality. Now, remember, what do we use sex for, really? I mean, besides pleasure. What do we use sex? What was it supposedly created for?
Procreation.
Procreation, exactly. So then that is why it's called the life force, okay? Because we procreate with it. And to express our dharma rather than to frivolously, I apologize for that, dissipate in an endless pursuit of fleeting pleasures. Fleeting pleasures mean something that's here now and gone tomorrow. Like, if we're abusing sex, it's a one-night stand. Does that make sense? Why? Because you did it, you had sex for that simple moment that you were not strong enough to take a look at what your actions, what repercussions your actions might actually bring with them. And you just did it for the simple pleasure of what we call immediate gratification. Okay? Will you close the door, Mother, please? So as yogis, we choose to use the power behind sexuality to fulfill our mission and to find the joy inside of ourselves and the joy of living, if you will. Okay? And the practice of brahmacharya, when you practice brahmacharya, it's not an archaic form of moralizing. So it's not saying to you, you should be celibate just because. It's not judging. But what it's saying, it's a reminder that when we use our energy wisely, then we possess the resources to live a fruitful, abundant, and positive life. Does that make sense? So what happens is that nowadays, what we're really using our energy for is what we call immediate gratification, right? I mean, let me give you an example. So, yesterday I was talking to a woman that helps me, and she takes care of my home for me, and she does all the stuff for me. And she said to me, I need to buy this thing that was a larger investment, but that thing that she was going to buy was for her child's college, right? But she said to me, but then I just decided to go shopping at the shopping mall over here. Whatever it's called is, you guys know what it's called. I don't know. You guys are going to laugh at me. I don't go shopping. I actually have a personal assistant that does my shopping for me. So it's like I don't go to the stores. You guys are that. I know. Anyway, so whatever those stores are over there, she went over there and she spent the $30 that she was going to put away. She said, I just couldn't resist. The shoes were so pretty. I don't need them. I said, do you need them? I said, think about this. Do you really need them? Are they the only pair of shoes that you have left? And she looked at me and she says, I don't need them. But I like them, and I just had to have them. It made me feel good. I said, and today, a day after, how do you feel? She says, oh, I feel so bad because I spent that money and I know I should have put it away and it was really stupid of me. But we she wasn't strong enough to practice brahmacharya, to take a look at that longer event. And we do that all the time. Now let me give you another example in terms of a business example, right? So I have an opportunity and I present to this one young man. You know, I'm trying to create a young group of people. He's 21 and he's a business major, and so I presented to him and I said, for $350 you can start a business. And I will give you the coaching for free, and I will do this, and I will do that. And he looked at me and he says, I have to buy my iPhone first. I have to buy my iPhone first. And so I don't have the money. I said, do you understand that if you make the investment of $350 right now, that and I teach you how to work this business and you follow my lead, in 10 years from now, you could actually be earning a 6-figure income on residual income. You don't even have to be working at full time. Oh no, I'm going to be too old. I need the iPhone right now. And I said, how much are you going to spend on the iPhone? And he pulls out the little estimate and everything and puts it right in front of me. And he says, that's how much? $524 for the iPhone and the cover and all of the connections and whatever else he's going to get. But he wouldn't start a business that was going to be much more lucrative for $350. He wanted instant and immediate gratification. Now ask yourself that question. If I were in front of you offering you that same opportunity, what would you tell me? Would you tell me I don't have the money? Because why? Because we can't see it immediately. We can't see it right here in front of our face. We can't see it. And if we can't see it in front of our face, guess what? Chances are you're not going to do it because you want immediate instant gratification. That's why we love shopping. You go and, ooh, you know, and then they entice you. And let me tell you something, peeps. I worked as a manager when I was very young, through my way in college, and as a buyer, okay? We mark up the clothes 200%. 200%. Now it might have changed because it's been 20 years, but 200%. That way we can mark it all the way down and give you guys a 70% discount. But we're still making 130% profit. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But yet you're willing to go and do that. So think about that. Think about that, because the last line in the note says, live life in believing first. But we live life the other way. But when we practice brahmacharya, we live life believing first. In the Bible, how many of us have read the Bible? But in the Bible it says, believe and you shall have. And I probably messed that up because I don't read the Bible, you know, I go bits and pieces. But have you heard that saying, believe and you shall have? Yes or no?
Yes.
I probably took it out of some context, so I'm not even going to say where, but it's in the Bible. And if you really read the Bible, and which is really interesting, the Bible teaches the same things we're teaching here, and it teaches you how to create wealth, because God doesn't want you guys to be poor. But it also says restrain and refrain, and it says to be celibate. Again, not celibate. You see, the human mind takes it and says celibate means I can't have sex until I'm married. No. Celibate means the same thing, instant gratification. If you're using and abusing that sexual energy to get back at somebody or to just get a one-night stand, then you're abusing it, right? But if you truly love somebody and there's love and you truly expect that you're going to be there, you're not abusing it. You're not abusing it. Very different.